Well, I guess so. Yes, I think so. It's really hard to say when you're dealing with a person whose behavior is so at odds with what you would consider Christian, good Christian, or for that matter, Jewish, or even good Roman behavior. I mean, it's this is a guy who had his son and wife killed. There were allegations that his son Crispus, his wife Fausta, had at Crispus had either raped her or had an sexual interest in her, or nobody has the slightest idea of whether any of these allegations were true or not. But for reasons we can only guess at, he first had Crispus tried at a secret tribunal in Italy and condemned for something or other, killed. And then, just kind of to top that, he apparently had his wife Fausta taken into the baths, that were superheated, and pushed into the superheated bath, and trapped there. And they closed the door on her, and she asphyxiated in the bath. He was real angry at them, and we don't know exactly why. And we do know that his mother, Helena, who was famous, even now is famous in Christian history for having founded the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Israel and in Palestine, and done stuff like that, that she was furious, apparently, with Fausta. And anyway, the family relations with these folks were just horrific and violent. And so I guess in some ways, I guess he was a Christian in the end. And that, he supported the church. He did all sorts of things to kind of begin the process by which Christian clergy would get tax exemption, and Christian clergy would get all kinds of other privileges, and they would be preferred to Constantine didn't abolish paganism, but he preferred the Christians to the pagans. And he set the stage for later emperors like Theodosius, who would really go after the pagans and shut down their temples and shrines and all of that.
Right, and we think politicians today, Professor, are bad, but these fellows were quite something. But it's interesting to me that at his deathbed, he sort of said what he said about his life, and said, I could not have, in good conscience, he could be baptized in Christ.
That's true.
Only until the end, which is an amazing statement that he left for history, because there are many self-professed Christians who don't have any issues with getting baptized and then doing all kinds of awful things.